Recently, a training session sponsored by the Diocesan Pro-Life Commission was held for end-of-life directives. The focus was on the medical form, Medical Orders for Life-Sustaining Treatment, known as MOLST. The form asks questions about care which could prolong your life. But there are several concerns that have been raised locally and nationally, concerned about whether a patient would feel pressured to decline life-sustaining treatment. Carolyn McGrath has more.
MOLST is the Massachusetts version of a program that started in Oregon 30 years ago. And you may remember Oregon is the home of assisted suicide.
Patricia Stewart, the executive director of Mass Citizens for Life, led a training session recently at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament Parish in Westfield on an end-of-life care form known as MOLST, Massachusetts Medical Orders for Life-Sustaining Treatment.
I'm here to educate these consumers of health care about the concerns and the dangers in a medical order for life-sustaining treatment known as a MOLST, M-O-L-S-T form.
According to the Massachusetts Department of Health website, all physicians, nurse practitioners, or physician assistants, regardless of the setting of care, can present these forms to a patient of any age with a serious advanced illness.
The patient is asked to choose whether in the cases of emergencies, either heart failure, respiratory failure, or other problem, do they want their life to be saved or do they not? All the first choices on the form are no. And it is, I said, it's a very dense form, it's very complicated, and most of the time people don't understand exactly what they're signing up for.
The form is voluntary. Stewart says it asks a series of questions regarding what kind of care a person would want if in certain situations. For example, would a patient want to be resuscitated if in cardiac arrest? Would a patient want help breathing if in respiratory distress? Or would a patient want artificial nutrition or hydration? She says these forms differ from a healthcare proxy because it goes into effect immediately. A healthcare proxy, or advanced directives, go into effect when a person is no longer able to make a decision due to a coma, dementia, or unconsciousness.
Physicians are able to bill the federal government for every Medicare and Medicaid patient with whom they have this conversation. So there's a financial incentive for doctors to have these conversations.
Catholic teaching does not require patients to undergo all medical treatments if they cause undue burden. The Catechism of the Catholic Church states discontinuing medical procedures that are burdensome, dangerous, extraordinary, or disproportionate to the expected outcome can be legitimate. It is the refusal of overzealous treatment. Here, one does not will to cause death. The United States Conference of Catholic Bishops has also expressed concerns about MOLST forms that can be found in many other states as well, because people may be declining medical treatment based on a future situation that is unpredictable.
I've talked to EMTs who say this form is impeding our ability to do our job because people don't know what they're signing.
Peggy Bradford, a member of the Diocesan Pro-Life Commission, served as healthcare proxy for a friend who recently died after a short battle with cancer. Bradford says doctors repeatedly asked her friend to sign the form.
So when I went to speak with the doctor told me that Diane did not have, she questioned her quality of life. And I said to her, no, she doesn't have your quality of life, but she is happy with the quality of life she has at this point. And she holds a religious conviction that she can do whatever she wants to sustain her life and any reasonable means. And the doctor persisted.
Protecting life in all stages, including end-of-life care, falls under the purview of the Pro-Life Commission, which organized the event.
When we talk about respecting life from conception till natural death, it's important for us to talk about all the different issues that affect that tenet all the way through. And today we're focusing on people that are preparing for times when perhaps they might come upon an illness, depending on who they have for family members, and being sure that they are their wishes are represented.
For more information, go to iobserve.org. Reporting for Reel to Reel in Westfield, I'm Carolee McGrath.